Hi everyone, I just came back from an antique flea market and I like to share my finds. I think I've been quite lucky. So this bunch of curtains I bought for €1 and as you see it's a lot. I think that's a nice buy. Beautiful pieces to cut up with laces. I believe this one is a nice one. Good to make wall hangings or some lace books. So this is already one, and I think that's definitely a good buy for €1. Now this is the same one as the previous. It included also this little one with the flowers. They do need a little washing, but they will go in my washing machine. And then I've got this weird one. It has a rod in it that I will remove, and also a nice piece of lace. I was quite happy to find this lady almost at the end. It was a indoor and outdoor market. And there's this large one. The minute I saw it for €1, all these pieces, I couldn't just pass it by. There's another one. She was selling it because they were all bits and bobs and not matching curtains, but hey, for a crafter it doesn't matter. And they are a bit dirty, so the ones I will wash and will remain a little bit grungier will have to be tea dyed. But look at this one. I think it's a very pretty one. I definitely am happy to have found these. So it's the first time I find this stuff for €1, all this bunch. So I was happy to find this. So, oh yeah, and then she added the two raws as well. They will be grunged up. Now, from another seller, let's see. Yeah, from another seller, I bought this little heap for €2 in total. It was actually €2.10, but I got it for €2. So it's this little piece here that I will cut up tiny squares. Nice cute one. This one will form a nice pocket in a book. I found this beautiful handkerchief which she only asked 5 cents for it. This nice embroidered corner. Don't know if you can see it. So this will be a nice page in the lace book as well. And this one I've got for 20 euro. I've got this dainty little one. This one's a vintage. Got it for 10 cents. I will try to put the US dollar marks and eventually UK pounds down in the description box, just to have an idea how much it would be in US dollars and British pounds. This one I bought actually to cut up the smaller doilies, and then I will be having the lace around. And then I've got this one as well. This one's a little bit more expensive. It was it's 10 cents. 10 euro cents. So I've got this bunch for €2. And then I always go to the one in the same gentleman. Now this time, oh my god, I really had to hold myself in because he was having a bunch of gorgeous, gorgeous vintage stuff. And I'm definitely going back to him the 21st of July. I bought several vintage pieces from him. Oh, he threw this little piece in for free. He asked if I could do something with it. I said yes. And these were the cheaper pieces. This sponge here, I paid €1. Look at this lace. It's a very light pink. I think it's gorgeous. Would look beautiful on a box. I think even in a wall hanging. So this one was €1. This was €1 as well. Hope you ladies can see it. And this, I think this one's a pretty one too, is also €1. Look at this, the dainty edge. And there is a lot there. There's, I think, 4 meters. And then there's this one. I had this one before. More like a little bit of an applique lace. I had this piece of cotton for €1. And also very nice dainty trim. It's a vintage one. This one is a vintage. And I think I paid not much for this. There was about 6 to 7 meters on it. I think, oh, there's one cheaper one here as well. So for this as well, 4 meters. This dainty pretty lace. It's one of my favorites to use. And I think, oh yeah, there's this one too that I paid €1 for 4 meters. Now these type of laces, he didn't have a lot this time. I took what was available. He had more vintage pieces this, but I think they still look gorgeous. I've got this bag. This whole bag was €2. And I think that's a bargain because there's a lot inside. A lot of doilies. Look at this. This is knitted. Ain't this just stunning? Now I can normally make these myself, these type of knitworks, but for guys, for €2 for a bag, you can do it yourself. Then there was this piece. There's this little vintage piece in it. There was this spider type of doily. There's this one. And this one. There's this one. This is another vintage piece. So it's actually a mixture in this bag of vintage pieces and newer pieces. A little bit of damage here, but always can be hidden. It's the same one. Again here a little bit of damage, but then I've got this one. There's a lot in this bag. Unfortunately, we only had one, because if he had a second one, I would have probably bought it too. This one is a little tiny bit stained, but always can be tea dyed. Look at this one, how gorgeous. And there's more. There's this odd shaped one. Please let me know, ladies, what you think of it. This is another vintage one. This is a beautiful square one. And these are older as well. I think I did a good buy on these by paying just €2 for it, for this whole bag. There were a lot in it. I think more than 20 or about 20 pieces. And then there are pieces I just could not resist. They were a bit more expensive, and I paid €4 for this card with this vintage sequence one. I don't know if you can see it. And then these are the genuine vintage pieces. These are all handmade laces. Now this one was a little bit more expensive. I paid, I think, was this for this piece? This piece was €2. No, €4 for this piece. But I just couldn't resist it. Look at how gorgeous this is. As I said, these were a little bit more expensive. This one was also €2 a meter, but couldn't resist this again. This gorgeous, gorgeous vintage lace. You can see the discoloring of the age. Couldn't resist it. He had so much more gorgeous vintage pieces there today that's why I'm going back to him on the 21st of July. There will be another big, huge market. This was still a little bit more expensive, €2 a meter. But again, for this vintage piece, just couldn't resist it. Then I'm ready to pay a little bit more. And then I got this one. I don't remember how much this one was. I think this one was as well €2 a meter. But I think it's worth it if I compare with prices on YouTube or Etsy. This one too I've got for this is also pretty vintage lace. I got it as well for 4 meters, €1 for 4 meters. He did it cheaper for me. Normally it was more expensive, but he gave it to me for €1 for 4 meters. Then I have a bunch of other doilies as well. He sold these were €1 a piece. Also given to me cheaper. Normally they were €2 a piece, but he gave them to me for €1. Beautiful vintage pieces. Look at this one with the embroidery in the middle and the lace. They are stained, but hey, who cares? Look at this color. Just couldn't resist this color. Such beautiful pieces. And I had a lot more of these, but I had a budget. I had to stick to my budget. These are incredible fragile. I would be even afraid to tea dye these. I think I have 3 of these. No, I've got 4 of these. And I have 3 of these. So this is it. These were my antique flea market haul. Please let me know what you think. If I overpaid, but I know Belgium is quite an expensive country, so I do think I did a nice buy here for Belgium rates. And thanks for your opinion. Thanks for watching. Oh, why do I say it again? Watching. My God. Thanks for watching and commenting, and I really appreciate it. All your lovely comments. I read them all and I try to reply them all. Bye.